Well, don't I just love to stir up some controversy? Apparently this conversation keeps going, so why not? At least if I'm financing that vehicle, I'm gonna have equity in it. Are you? Because most people don't get to that point. Like I said, we're speaking of the average person who trades in every 3 to 5 years. Not just the average person, but the vast majority of people. That's how most consumers shop. If you're not one of them, congratulations. But most people are one of them, myself included. With financing, you typically don't wind up with equity. You usually wind up in a negative equity situation. The chances are that when you go to trade in that vehicle, you will owe more than what the vehicle is worth. The only equity you're left with is negative equity, meaning you owe more money. And then that money goes into the next loan, and then into the next loan, and then into the next loan, until eventually you can't finance a vehicle anymore because you owe too much. With leasing, you know the residual when you sign the deal. What the bank is doing is asking you to pay for the depreciation during the time in which you were driving that vehicle. Basically, they're like, if you just pay the difference between what it's worth now and what it'll be worth 3 years from now, we call it even Steven. After 3 years of financing, you will not have equity towards the next vehicle. I am not giving this advice because I'm just trying to push what's good for the dealership. I'm not the dealership. I am pushing what is good for clients. In the end, you can make any decision you want. It doesn't change anything for me as a car salesperson. My paycheck will not change whether you lease or finance or buy cash. I just want to sell you a car. And of course, follow me, Danny on Wheels, because, well, you should.